Jo, Volltour.
Ist die Außenzeit korrekt? Bin ich ernsthaft 5 Sekunden? Zurück?
Okay.
Also GPS, of course.
Ja.
People driving slowly again? Nah. There were not many people in front of me. I was just getting late away. I mean, I was actually driving Backmania on roads. I was going quite fast.
Hopefully they weren't icy though.
No.
Ice-sliding.
Also honking at every turn, yeah.
That's the hole at the end. Ah.
Didn't you see that hole before?
Oh, you did not that hole. The in the right turn. When you go to wide in the drift before the upper. That's a hole on the left.
There are some really speedy Iceslides. You are really not allowed to over-rotate.
Yeah. Very dangerous stuff. It's kind of fun though. That's also because this is, I feel like, a bit of a harder ice map for people to learn.
But I feel like it's extremely important to do those short brake taps.
Yeah, maybe.
And I can't do them right now with my controller settings. The way I play it, it's a little bit annoying.
So for my basically second try, I got a really good run and very clean everywhere. Looking at how far I'm behind first, however, I have the feeling I need to improve still a lot, even though it felt already very nice.
That's a decent time by Lingo, not gonna lie. I can improve by like half a second, I guess, but then it's tricky. Time to watch GPS, I guess. 51.
These small brake taps are of course an issue for me.
You don't really want to do them.
Yeah, but
It's hard.
Yeah, for consistency it's definitely an issue.
Yeah.
To get a run in the seating and also to be somewhat consistent in the match. Also I see why I was happy with my run. I'm not hitting a single turn as good as in my PB. Only the last drift, but I didn't get to that again. But only the last drift wasn't optimal, I would say. Having an ice map on Sunday is also a bit standard at the moment. Happened actually many Sundays.
At least it's not Bob's Day.
We didn't really have bobsleigh since a while.
I guess my time is actually safe because I'm really dropping slowly.
Yeah, I wished I had that better last time. Maybe then I had a safe time as well. Hard to say what you will need.
Definitely the kind of map where good ice players get the time quickly.
64th, I might drop out.
Not so sure about that.
the gear do?
Man, I can't get a run through. I'm always like -3, 4, 10. I can't survive that one right ice slide at the ending, the upper. It's so hard.
This last turn is super difficult, holy moly.
The drift or the ice?
The drift, because of the end speed, like you still have icy tires in the left. Respawning. I'm respawning it quite often. Really struggle to get through. Well, let's see if I can. Like, the funny thing is that my PB was literally the first try after I did a run with training respawns. I immediately got that. And now I cannot improve this, even though it was just first try.
Getting closer for me now as well.
Ah, flip.
Ready, the first turn, ice turn is so important.
Yeah, every single turn is very important, I think. That was at least a good line here. Oh my god, these
Man, I can't survive this right ice slide. Literally, I'm up every single time and I have a bad drift. Like if I just survive it once, I PB by half a second. I just need to get it once. That's by far the hardest in my opinion. That right upper. Annoying because it's the last ice slide in the map.
Nein! Oh. I had to get a shit last turn. I had such a nice right ice slide there. Damn it. I had to release so much in the ending.
Hopefully I'll stay. So I can't improve anymore.
Oh, just did a very small breakdown on my car, just did such a big turn.
It's over for me. Like, the same issue. My last try I had a chance as well, it was close.
I am half a second up and I can't finish this one. And I can gain another half a second in the ending. If I get a kid.
But I think you're in.
Hopefully it should.
Kinda close, but
63rd, yeah. Oh man. That was my time after 4 minutes, I think, and I didn't improve.
Yeah, I mean I had a very similar issue with this. Why the fuck do nerds like ice maps, was a question in my in-game chat. Because the autists like it and they are the majority in this game. Yeah. Man. Yeah, so in my PB, right when you said last that you don't survive this corner, I had it so good, like I had such sick exit speed, but this no slide left turn with a transition on the platform to the flat, that is actually not that simple. However, I survived it, but it always sets me up different for that last drift, and somehow the last drift feels weird. Like, I wish the poles wouldn't be there at the entrance. And also the hole that you mentioned in the outside was also in the way. Yeah, I had to release so much there. Truly, I lost 2/10 alone. Yeah, this hole here is in the way. So. No push-ups, really? After the cup. Also this turn I had pretty shit in my PB. Yeah, Lars, I was able to watch Formula 1 quali and race at work because yeah, it was shown on RTL.
Wait, you have RTL there?
No, I have RTL Plus. Like it's a similar thing like Netflix and co, no? Just with RTL stuff. And I am able to log in there. I mean, I told you already during the season when RTL was showing the other, a few other races that I was able to watch them at work. And Las Vegas, I mean, it just fits to RTL. Of course they will, like if they have to decide which of the races they want to show, like they show only 6 races in the whole season, then obviously RTL is the type of channel that chooses Las Vegas.
That makes sense.
Yeah, of course they got it perfect with Verstappen. Yeah. I was afraid after yesterday qualifying that a certain Williams driver would not be able to drive.
Yeah.
Wait, Hawk TMU. The United Hawk is actually in Div 2. On ice, even though he should probably never play that. Interesting. Yeah, I already checked F1 Fantasy, and I mean, the amount of points that you can get for each overtake makes these results again so weird.
Yeah.
I would say, also I saw that you gained like 20 points more than me, even though I would say I have the better team. Like
what?
Yeah, I have Mercedes and Ferrari, so this is basically position 1 to 4, and I have the race winner. No.
Yeah, but I have Hamilton, like...
Yeah, but that's the thing.
I have the fastest lap and I have the driver of the day.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That all these things give so many points. It's so stupid. And all these overtakes. Russell has such low points just because he was basically leading from start to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't get points. And everyone else in the midfield gets massive amount of points.
To be honest though, Hamilton did have a better race than Russell, you would say.
Yeah.
Oh,
but still, Russell couldn't really do more than just winning it from the front.
Wait, fuck! I had a 52 and I crashed the drift. I was on a 52.8. Okay. Unlucky.
Yeah, still missing more than 1 second for AT.
Yeah. Not thinking about that.
I mean, I was of course again a bit annoyed that I kept my ×2 still on Piastri. He is actually not doing good since quite a few races.
Yeah.
But then he didn't even score much worse than Russell. Like Piastri still got 22 points, Russell got like 30 something.
36 I think, if I saw correct. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's just like win and first in quali.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Nothing else.
There is not much more to that. And but what was really interesting, no? I have of course Mercedes and Ferrari, you have Mercedes and McLaren. And McLaren almost scored the same points than Ferrari, even though Ferrari is much better.
I mean, it was a little bit better. Not that big of a difference, to be honest.
Oh, but at the end better. The points for McLaren come only from the fastest lap, which is of course dumb still, that it gives 10 points. And it comes from the more overtakes that they had to do.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, by the way, Mars, you're maybe not factoring in, with my team, I spent minus 10 points as well to get an extra transfer. So I would have 10 extra points as well. Or 10 more points normally.
Makes it even more dumb. Like you
And
even have a DNF.
I lost over 30 points because of Albon.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Albon's DNF, I lost 30 points because of that. Easily.
That's the thing, like how do you even score better than me when you have a DNF and I don't? and I have the race winner, and no, but it doesn't matter that I have the race winner in this case.
Do you only have the race winner? No, you had Piastri as well. Yeah, you had Piastri.
Yeah, but he doesn't
like,
score much worse than the others actually.
Yeah,
like there, I was lucky with him.
Very disappointed with, or like with Norris. Even now was still disappointed, even with the fastest lap. It was okay, but yeah.
But generally, I only did one change in my team. Would have done two.
I mean, I did three, and the third one, I think it was actually now maybe worth it. I'm not sure. I put Hülkenberg in instead of Lawson, and I spent 10 points for that.
Yeah, it is worth.
Yeah, Hülkenberg got 17 points. So.
Yeah, Lawson got 2. I have Lawson, you have Hülkenberg. This is one of the examples where you won points on me.
Yeah.
I, for example, would have taken out Chu, but I wanted to save it, because then I can do 3 changes next weekend, and there I will use my ×3 multiplier on the guy that will DNF.
Oh, perfect, okay. Just tell me before who you choose. I mean, I also had my triple in the worst weekend possible. Norris and Brazil. Fuck. Would I have taken Verstappen there? I think I could have won the entire thing. Also Messi, I mean, it was a very good switch for me to... Like, I had options, right? Do I want to pick Norris or Piastri? Or do I want to do the double driver on Hamilton or Russell? The thing is, Hamilton felt faster to me through the weekend, that's why I picked Hamilton. Norris didn't necessarily feel faster than Piastri, but I just figured that no matter what they would do, if Piastri is like one position in front, they would do team orders, you know? That's why I didn't choose Piastri.
Generally,
otherwise I probably would.
Just crazy how different it is from track to track, what team is in the lead. Like Mercedes was clearly falling back again all the last race weekends. They were clearly behind all the other 3 teams, and now suddenly double win. Yeah. That's hard to understand at some point.
It must be temperature, right?
Probably, but still, like
it's crazy. Also, I think it's so dumb that Sainz doesn't get a penalty for that. For the pit entry. It's so stupid.
I expected a penalty there, yeah.
I mean, it should be a penalty in my opinion, but it's just like track limits, just track limits once. Like you get a penalty if you do that exact same thing, but you enter the pit, but you don't get a penalty if you don't enter the pit. If you do the same thing. Which is so stupid.
Yeah,
like, I honestly, like, I would have thought that is such a dangerous behavior that would be a drive-through. Honestly, I thought that is like the kind of thing where they don't pull any jokes or whatever. That is so dangerous. They have to give a drive-through for that. And then it's just like, yeah, it's like one warning, and nothing else. Like.
Did Hamilton get a penalty for his in?
Yeah, the Germany one. I don't think he did. Like,
yeah.
But there was also rain. I don't know.
That shouldn't matter with the UV.
Shouldn't, yeah. Better otherwise. I don't know, that should be apparently in my opinion. Like if you see someone, like a car in front of you, pull into the pits and then suddenly out of the pits again, like, the fuck? In some races that might even be fast, so who knows, I don't know.
And what is your favorite Formula 1 driver, Chris?
Well, I don't really have one, I guess. I'm not following enough to have a favorite driver.
Favorite driver is always weird to me.
Well, for a long time
So
it was
many
very easy for me.
So many people have that, but I don't know.
Yeah, actually, even for sports that I follow, I often don't have like a favorite team or something.
Yeah.
Mostly I cheer for the underdog, or yeah, it's from
good
game
match.
to game. Yeah.
Why is it actually called underdog? The Unterhund.
Also a good question. So apparently the word was used 1887 when dogs, like in dog fights, to describe the dog that won.
Was there also an up dog then? Next to the underdog?
Maybe the one who lost, I don't know.
Yeah, but favorite driver was very easy for me for a long time with Michael Schumacher. What did you want to say?
Yeah, so apparently the dogs that were like dominant, they were called top dogs.
Oh, isn't that the RTL Ninja Dog series? Isn't that called Top Dog? Or something like that?
Top dog does get used sometimes.
Yeah, and so I got it wrong. So the dog who lost is the underdog, and then the dominant dog is the top dog. I mean, that
It would
makes
have been
sense.
weird if the dog who wins is the underdog.
Yeah, indeed.
Besides Ninja Warrior, there is also the same thing for dogs. But I don't follow that. But yeah, the whole hype basically in the 90s and 2000s came, of course, in Germany with Michael Schumacher, so it was very easy to have him as favorite driver. But when he then ended his career, like the first time he ended his career, it was also a bit difficult to say, like, who do I root now for? But back then, we had up to 7 German Formula 1 drivers at the same time still in. Like the year after he left, I was still like Ferrari fan, I would say, and it was so cool that Räikkönen won the last race by a point. And then relatively quick, Vettel came already. So it was quite easy to just switch then to Vettel, to have the next German driver. Yeah, but since, and then also Rosberg in the dominant Mercedes years. So of course cheering for Rosberg to have the chance. But yeah, now it's of course difficult because yeah, from 7 German Formula 1 drivers at the same time, we are now down to 1 and soon 0, most likely, which is shit.
Wait, when 0?
Now, when Hülkenberg leaves, the question is there anyone coming until then?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about Hülkenberg if you can call that soon, when he just switches team now, next season.
Yeah, he will still do 2 years at least. Yeah. But the question is really, no matter how long he exactly does, if he does 2 years or if he does 5 years, Wu is coming. There are people in Formula 3, Tramnitz and Goethe. Goethe, I think, doesn't actually come from Germany originally, but he drives under the German flag. But both of them like are just drivers under many other good drivers. Like there is not any guarantee that they would get up. Like they didn't do any super sick performances. Like they are somewhere near the top. Goethe was also for a long time extremely consistent in his resides.
I don't want consistency in F3.
Yeah. Like I think they also both had a win at some point, but overall, also in the championship standings, it's just not enough. There are too many other drivers in front of them. And I of course hoped for Mick for a long time, because he is the guy to cheer for. But yeah.
And also no races anymore in Germany, which is also super sad.
Yeah, it's like, first of all, we don't like to pay that much.
Yeah, of course.
And the other thing is, where the races are held kinda also depends a lot on which drivers you have in the grid. No? Also if Colapinto gets a seat, then Formula 1 will try to get a race in Argentina. At some point.
Yeah, but even back when we had multiple German drivers, they already started to not have races anymore in Germany.
And they were switching between Nürburgring and Hockenheimring for quite a while.
Yeah.
So there was always a German race, but not in both locations. Last question. Can you name all the drivers, the German drivers, when we had so many? Like,
no.
When Schumacher wasn't in there anymore.
Schumacher?
Now when he wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, with Ralf? I don't know.
Yeah, he also left at some point.
I don't know.
Yeah, you have to specify an exact date, otherwise we can't.
I think 2011 season.
2011. I mean,
somewhere there. I was unlucky that we had a top 17 round here in my div. I'm cooked now. Or am I? A bit of speed? I'm in! Okay.
Yeah, by the way, I can actually... Okay, I just want to say I can actually win this. I'm in red right now, yeah.
So, of course, Michael Schumacher was of course in 2011 back, so he was then in again.
As I said, Schumacher.
But there are the others. Do you know the other drivers that we had?
They all didn't really achieve anything, so...
There were 6 drivers in 2011.
I mean, obviously Vettel, Schumacher. I should probably at least know one more, Hülkenberg, obviously. Was already there.
Was he in there? Wait.
Not sure if it's this season. I mean, there were multiple seasons in a row.
Maybe that season he wasn't.
2011 he wasn't in there.
In 2012 he probably was then at Sauber.
Yeah.
I mean, many years in a row. Like one left lease, another one came.
And now I want to know.
Timo.
Should I tell you?
I say the pre-names. Timo. He's Clock. Is that Clock? Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Nick.
Heidfeld.
Yeah. Nico.
Rosberg.
Yeah, that was the easy one.
Yeah.
Adrian.
Sutil.
Yeah. You see?
That's he's German? I didn't know.
Yeah.
Now I have to think myself, did I forget someone?
I don't think so, looking at the driver standings of that year.
I think around that time there was also one other driver still that we didn't mention. I'm not sure now. Not necessarily. not good speed now. Oh, they all got it? I lost a second, what the fuck. Ah, and this is it. Oh, what a round. Oh, that was difficult. Like I needed a really fast round now. And that requires a good Iceslide there. Yeah. In the first era of Michael Schumacher there was of course his brother, but there was also Heinz Harald.
Benson?
He was also a very talented driver.
Heinz Harald?
Yeah. Benson.
Most German name ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how did you know that that was German?
Well, let's see if I can spectate both divisions again. I know I keep it here. Spam in the front, Lars?
Yeah, he's doing pretty well right now.
Oh, I was stuck.
He just played like a similar Iceman for like 20 hours, so maybe that was good training for him. But like I'm also not in danger in any round so far. So gonna be 9th next round.
Do you count Bernd Mailänder as a front driver? No.
Such a bad start.
Totally looking myself again.
Yep, I'm out. GG. And is it 9th? Because I talked about it. My car just overslid for some reason. Is it the best round so far as well? Yes, it is. I have good speed. Okay, it's 8th.
Good job.
Ach, man, ey. It was also close, the 310. They fucked up so much, but for some reason my car completely overslid.
Ah, 2010 Hülkenberg was already in the... Oh, there were 2 crashes here. In 2010 Hülkenberg was already in Formula 1. 2011 he didn't have a seat. In 2012 he was again in. Yeah, which means in 2010 we had 7 Germans, that was the year. We had Vettel, Rosberg, Schumacher, Sutil, Hülkenberg, still Nick Heidfeld, and Timo Glock. If you go one year earlier, In 2009, it could be that Ralf was still driving. Let me check. No, he wasn't. 2008, I guess. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter now. Is it known yet who got the spots? Lars, is it known?
Not that I know.
What happens actually with the big thingy? Are there like 2 spots or 1 spot and they get to the selector team, or how does it work?
There's 2 spots for them.
2 spots, okay.
2 out of the 4 that make it. And that's like academy team, right?
Yeah, I know.
The overtake. Almost even got Hankesme. Hankesme is so often on ice maps, on Ice Cup of the Days, not in Div 1, but then in the divs where I am. When I don't reach it, then Div 2, Div 3, he's often in my div, and he's often coming far. Another German driver that we had at some point was Pascal Wehrlein.
Is he still driving in, what was it, Formula E or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure in which series he's currently. He was, of course, a DTM driver at some point, and then Formula E driver. Maybe he's still there. I checked it actually too much. Like, who even won the Formula E this year? Maybe that's something I can quickly check.
He actually won Formula E last year, if I see that correctly.
Ja. Ja, GG. Pascal Wehrlein. Winner. And there's also a Gunther. I don't know the pre-name. Okay, let's focus on the final here on Div 2. Hankesme versus Icarus. Icarus is, of course, a very known and good ice driver that you would have maybe expected in Div 1. It's very close. Icarus with the inside line, but not the best exit. Also not really good speed. It will be the last drift that decides. Side by side going into the ending. Hankesme had to release very late. Icarus going outside hole. Icarus takes it with a better last turn, but that was actually very close. We also had a Lotterer for one race in F1. Wow. Wait, what do I see in Div 1? 12th on ice. By the way, you cannot find 12th in the track medal.
Yeah, we tried as well.
Yeah, I tried it today at work just out of interest. I mean, I already solved the track medal yesterday in stream, but I wanted to check if, what kind of nation they give him. Yeah. Also, we have in Div 1 now 2 finalists that are both very good in finals. Andy Baguette, I think, has a very good winning ratio. I mean, maybe someone can check that up. Did he ever lose a final? Or did he lose lately when I was already praising him? He did also do a good final there, but now I forgot if he won that one or not. Anyway, 12 has the better start. 12 suddenly an ice player.
Survives that, barely. The ice player on tech.
Yeah, that's not tech.
52.5 is swung there. Oh.
The next season of Formula E already starts on the 7th of December this year. Okay.
Gotta leave, see you.
Yeah, bye bye, I'm out as well.
Yeah, see ya.